Jesus Christ. That's all I can think of about these two movies. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck were these movies? And I mean that in a good way. Just recently watched the smaller one and two, and I thought I was going to save this review for the Halloween, but I decided to not do that. Instead, I decided to review both of the small one and small two right here, right now, and maybe rewatching them later this year for the Halloween marathon. What I'm planning to do right now. Right now. But without any further ado for this video, let's go review first Spot from 2022. So obviously, we will start with the movie what started this franchise because apparently there will be third one, but whatever. In 2022, Parker Finn, who hasn't made a feature film until that one, did make Smile 1 in 2022. Before that, in 2020 came Laura Hasn't Slept, which is based on also on the same movie, which is also based on this movie. So Parker Finn basically built it around it. But anyways, Small One has a pretty simple plot, really. It follows a doctor called Rose Cotter, who is suffering from the trauma after seeing Laura Weaver's death from the beginning of the movie. So, what then happens next? Well, it's a roller coaster of emotions, psychological horror, which just goes into your brains to not just go along. Like, you can't do anything but sit down and enjoy the movie while watching it in horror or enjoyment or whatever feeling you may get from this. Small One as a movie is very basic. Despite being a very known movie until now and still to this very day, not everybody is understanding the plot line and such of Small One, or and not more even more Small Two. But that's like the I think that's like the whole point of the psychological horror. You're not supposed to understand the movie entirely. So, but how about we start with the I don't know where to start even with this in preview. Like, honestly, I love both of these movies so freaking much, despite I just recently watched them. Maybe we can begin in just how fucking good of an actors were. Sosie Bacon as adult version of Rose Cotter does so phenomenal a role that I was nearly crying for her demise at the end of the movie, which, by the way, movie explains by itself what happens. But like instead, obviously, we have the flashbacks of Rose from her trauma and from against her mother, who took her own life. Megan Brown Pratt does the 10-year-old Rose's role, so obviously you can't have one single actor to do the both of the roles. Caitlin Stacy does a Laura Weaver role, so that means obviously, which is the titular character on the screen, but she's not the main character. Rose is. Laura is just the beginning death. Obviously, the movie does not really explain what kills these people, other than just it smiles at you with the most uncomfortable smile ever, disguising themselves as the people who you know. So, can know already it's a bad thing already if you have personal trauma or something like that. And this movie, watching both of these movies was basically therapeutic, if you may. I never watched such a scary horror movie until now. Like, both of these movies are scary as fucking shit. But I found Small 2 more scarier somehow. Look. Small 1 has its scary moments and such. I admit it was very scary. But Small 2 just felt more powerful. It felt more impactful horror. Like now that Small 2 knew what to do, it just didn't hold back. But obviously we have a Kyle Colliner as Joel in both of the movies, who acts as Joel, the only one who helps Rose to just figure out what the fuck is going on with everybody smiling suddenly at Rose and such terrifying things happening. And you will not unheard the word fuck from Rose because that's what she says almost non-stop every now and then. But like, can you really blame her though? It's just the feeling that the movie is like making you feel comfortable sometimes. It's making you feel like nothing is going to happen, so you're going to go into sleep mode. And when it hits, it actually hits you hard into the nuts, into the head, into everything. Like it just makes you afraid, scared suddenly about this, which is obviously a good thing because it's Smile. It's no wonder why Smile 1 became the highest grossest horror movie in 2022, which was obviously this very surprising for everybody, including Parker Finn himself, I bet, and for the actors themselves. But into like what makes this movie great for me is that I always felt scared whenever the jump scares happened. Sure, jump scares are a very cheap trick to keep the immersive in the movie, but Smile does that and does those in a way what I did not expect. I actually enjoyed and liked those jump scares what was done. Get cat in a prison box and suddenly people smiling at Lauren, smiling at Rose. Like movie never either explains Smile entity, neither does the Smile suit, by the way. But anyways, so if both of the movies never explains what the hell is the Smile creature, then obviously the viewer is going to enjoy watching that creature kill everybody what it can because it's never explained what it is and where it came and such. Even though Smile 2 probably tried to explain some of it, but still kept the mystery there. Predator and Alien Xenomorphs take a notice. But yeah, I honestly cannot fathom on the word how fucking good of a movie this was. I enjoyed it. I love it. But there is still a Smile movie superior to the first one. Whoa. I know we are reviewing Smile 2 now, but I think just show the poster constantly on the background while showing here and there the actors and such that while talking about this movie. Don't think it would do justice for this movie. Can we change this, please? Ah, much better. Oh, and even some background music. Anyways, the plot of Smile 2 is as simple as in Smile 1. And Smile 2 begins with the Joel showing still surviving after Rose's horrific death. The movie makes you think that we are going to follow Joel as the main character, but actually no. The main character is instead pop star sensation Sky Riley, portrayed by Navis Scott. But Sky Riley rise to fame going again for a world tour doesn't even start even good. Sky Riley begins to see nightmares, worst nightmares of her life, especially after seeing deaths of her friend Louis Fragoli from high school. So Sky Riley has to now do everything to get her world back to the good rotation before Entity takes her away. That's the entire plot line of Smile 2, and that's like not the simplest version what you can pull off from this. Like, sure, you can do way simpler movie plot explanation, but I think this is way simpler one than what I would like think to see most of the time from every single movie previewer ever. So, what's the whole plot of Smile 2, you may ask? So, that's the whole plot. I'm not kidding, that's the whole plot. I mean, like, basically what I can tell without too much spoilers. But, like, let's start with the simplest in terms, again, like, just the opening of this movie, I found way better than Smile 1. Sure, Smile 1's opening is iconic. It's horror, it's now into horror history. But in Smile 2's opening, it's just a more action scene with the guns, car crashes, and some few flashbacks here and there. Like, I found it way more engaging than Smile 1's start. Don't get me wrong, I still love Smile 1's beginning, but still. Smile 2 as a movie, a whole another story than Smile 1. it's louder, it's bigger, it's more music, it has more colors, it has more everything. Like, I don't know, this Parker band put on purpose to save all of these big booms for this movie because of obviously the current guy, actor who acts Sky Riley, Scott, which is not known as an actor, but instead of as a singer. And obviously, we all remember Naomi Scott having a lot of hair, but apparently she cut her hair just for this role. That's how much she loved and wanted to do this role. And honestly, I can respect it.
I wanna go out, put on something to make somebody fall in love. When you're still at the
spine shivering, if you may. Like, that's how much I love both of these movies. But so it's just Smile 2 does also better than Smile 1 also on music department because the soundtrack is fucking booming with music. Smile 2 has songs from Sky Riley written by some other people helping Naomi Scott to make the songs, but my point still stands. This movie is more louder on noises, jump scares. Like, it has even Jack Nicholson's son in a cameo role as the character called Parker. Like, apparently Parker didn't want him in addition to the movie, but after seeing the Smile, he was like, yeah, that's perfect. Like, I cannot fathom, like, just the commitment for this movie, how much passionate love I have for this movie. Like, it's too much to describe. Like, I can't wait for Smile 3 to come out whenever it comes out. And I wish the best for Naomi Scott for the more roles later. Obviously, the Smile 2 isn't all about Sky Riley, though. Even though that's obviously the main plot of the Smile 2, that's all about Sky Riley. It also has more Smile entities improved. Like, it shows more of that creature, even the full model, apparently. And also, it has Rosemary David as Elizabeth Riley, Sky Riley's mother. So, that's cool. And obviously, the beginning with Lucas Cage as Louis Fragoli was cool. Like, just that weight bending from the, I don't know what they call it, bench press, that's one. So, obviously, pressing the constant to the face is, wow, just fucking wow. It was brutal. But yeah, that's like my full preview on both of these movies without too much spoilers. Like, if you wanna go watch it now. Watch both of these. Watch Smile 1 first if you really want to. Then watch Smile 2 if you enjoyed the Smile 1. If you didn't enjoy Smile 1, maybe Smile 2 will put a smile on your face. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.